dog and the Shirley dog. Why, they even got the Pacer dog, the Brooklyn dog, and the Jim dog. Can't forget the Shane dog, or the Joy dog, and the Monty dog. I like that fool. The Nakia dog and the Braxton dog round things off. Why, they even got a kids menu too.
Loafing Dog, 208 East Chambers Street, Cleveland, Texas. Lunch, catering, or takeout, plus outdoor seating. Phone numbers 817-556-1040.
This is Wilford Brimley. And don't forget, Loafing Dog won't give you diabetes.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
At Ronya Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Ronya Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logoed designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Ronya Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and we'd be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, guess what? You have tuned into the Jobfather, Jobseeker Network Radio. We are here to provide good information, introduce you guys to people all over the planet that will be hiring and offering good information and all that sort of thing. Guys, for your job search, we need to know what's going on and we need to know who to connect with. And let me get close. Dana's not here just yet, so when I get close, you guys know what you're going to hear. Relationship. You're going to hear that word. Okay. I see my buddy Ronya Patterson is with us. My main man. I've known Ronya for, oh my goodness, probably 15, 16 years. And he is the main man with the whole 50 grand. So, And we're excited because Ronya's daughter is getting married here in a few weeks. So we've got a lot to celebrate. But guys, I want to, before I introduce you and turn Ronya loose on you guys, I want to tell you of a few landings that we have had. We have been, even though we're getting close to the holidays, guys, the landings are still happening. I'm really excited because we got three landings. We got three HR landings. Now, you guys know why I get excited about HR landings is because, hey, when those folks land jobs in the company, those are the folks you want to be connected with. Those are the folks that you want to build a relationship with. So let's congratulate Valerie Haynes has landed a position at Ruiz Foods, and Ruiz Foods has got a brand spanking new Ronya, the CHRO. Also, I was trying to think of the chief human resource officer at Ruiz Foods, just started a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
And Valerie is at Ruiz Foods. We've got Natalia Cobo, who just landed an HR job. She's the HR manager at Spectrum Enterprise. And we got Melissa. Hey, Melissa Pickett. She is the new executive director of human resources at Piedmont. So we're landing some jobs, guys. We're getting some key people in at leadership positions. Now, also, I don't want to forget a couple outside of HR. Sarah Phillips landed at Exact Sciences, and she's the new director of cybersecurity strategy and GRC. And
Wow.
Marnie Cummings, guys, she is a production manager at HH Global. So congratulations, all you guys that have just landed jobs. And that's what it's all about. That's what our network is all about, guys. We build relationships with as many people as we can. see how silly I told you this show was, Ronnie. We have a good time. Well, let's see who's with us. Hello, Mez. So Mez is Meg Rose Caterio, guys. She is our behind the scenes. We like to call her hype lady. Mez keeps the show going. She lets you guys know what's going on. She tells us, she keeps all the people that she knows that are watching the show that pop up on YouTube. She keeps those folks going. Rex, good to see you out there. I got my main man, 50 grand. Another one, Ronya. Eugene Clay is checking us out on radio. He's on his way to Mississippi. Eugene's from Mississippi, and we always say, Gene, are you going to the SIP this weekend? That's Mississippi. Y'all don't know what time it is. So anyway, Gene, be careful out there, man. I know you're on that road, and seems like after COVID, people are driving crazy. So hey, Gene, I bet you probably my buddy Jason Hopper is probably going to be chiming in with us. So hey, Jason, good to see you, brother. And guys, I want you, now that I'm through rambling, I want you guys to pay special attention. See my finger right there? It is Texas OU weekend, y'all. You see my finger? That's 150% of what I'm talking about. Let me throw that at you too. Okay. Now, guys, those folks that are watching, hey, throw your allegiances up. We understand there's some of you guys that are listening to us in Oklahoma. We have a big network in Oklahoma, especially in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. So you guys, hey, put Boomer Sooner up there. We don't care. We understand. So Mez said, I'm squirreling out. Yes, I always squirrel out. So guys, Ronya Patterson is with us now. Ronya, guys, was with IBM. I helped Ronya land a position years ago, and Ronya was almost 13 years with IBM as a senior talent acquisition executive. That's what we call us now as recruiters. They call it talent acquisition. So now Ronya is with Informatica, which, me being a recruiter for a long time, I've been familiar with Informatica for a long time, big old company. And Ronya is a senior talent acquisition executive with Informatica. So you see that good looking guy right below me there? That's Ronya. Dana will be joining us soon, guys. And we'll be hearing from Dana when she does. Hey, Christina Tortilla. how are you out in Houston? She goes, Christina said, Mizzou, Ronya. She went to University of Missouri. So, well, I don't know who Missouri is playing this weekend, Christina, but you know what? Hey, go Mizzou, because they almost beat Alabama last week, and we like that. Okay, Ronya, tell us a little bit about Informatica. And then while you're doing that, we're going to talk about, I'm going to ask you, hey, what made you excited about going to Informatica? And as you go, I got another couple of questions to ask you.
Okay. Well, in a short nutshell is a software cloud service. We offer software cloud services to various clients from tons of industries, and so that's what we're doing. It's based out of Redwood City, California.
Redwood City, yeah.
Yeah, that's the main hub, and I'm excited about the organization. I've only seen good things about. To your second question, what made me want to leave IBM to go to an Informatica? Just felt like I came to a plateau at IBM, and it wasn't so. And someone for me got a job with Informatica and asked me if I wanted to take a look at a position. I took a look at it, researched the company, and it's pretty stable. So I decided to step out on faith and make the transition. Step out, and it was awesome. And it's not the first time. See, Foster is not telling you the whole story about me. Foster was the one that really, I was a school teacher for about 15 players. And I wanted to transition into corporate, so I went to one of Foster's networks out in South Lake at the church. I never did that. And he introduced me, and I was like, okay, it's just a regular network. And then one of the things, Foster, you did that, look at me, you talked to the group, and you brought it a biblical perspective, which was like, wow. And he introduced me, walking out of the door, I had a young lady that stopped me and said, hey, if you know Foster, you're a good person, give me a call. And that's how the connection happened.
Is that okay?
Well, I was walking to my car. I think we were actually in the parking lot, Foster. And one of the people at IBM stopped me and gave me a card and told me, hey, give her a call. And the rest is, I've been
rest is history. Yeah.
Through this network.
Did I ever tell you that was the longest job I've had in my career? I
didn't know that.
Yeah, 8 years at IBM. Now, the IBM was a different company back then. We're talking about back in the Mesozoic era.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm not old. Even though I'm the Jobfather, that makes me sound like I got some years, but I'm not old. Right. So, Ronya, here is something that popped in my mind. Is Informatica in business with Oracle? Are they part of Oracle?
Oracle is actually one of our competitors. There are some joint ventures there, but they're cloud services. We're actually competitors with each other.
I got you. Okay, so Ronya, you guys are based out of Redwood City. How many recruiters would you say that work for Informatica? Because you guys probably got them all over the United States, don't you?
Right. Yeah. Yes. And I'm gonna speak for U.S. only. It's about 15 of us with various positions. And by the way, guys, you look at my LinkedIn, the little banner that says we're hiring, and we are. And so please feel free to look at our career pages. If I'm not the recruiter, if you would put me on LinkedIn, you're a friend of Foster, as Foster looms large. He is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll get you to the right recruiter. That's right.
Right. And I'll push it. If I'm not the recruiter, we're not commissioned. We don't get bonuses. We are full-time recruiters with information and our great talent.
Right. Informatica has been around for a little while, and I have too. So that got my attention when you told me that you were going to Informatica. I said, okay, but you were almost 13 years at IBM. So,
Foster, I believe I actually before I actually talked to you about the company.
Yeah,
you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm glad that Mez put Informatica, guys. We want to encourage you to go to informatica.com. Mez put it into the chat and check them out. If there is a job, guys, at Informatica, um, hey, Ronya is our main man, 50 grand. And if you want to connect with me, we can talk about that job posting versus your experience and how it lines up with that job posting. So that's one thing that I like to do, because if we got a good fit, we want to reach out to those people that we have a relationship with. And that's my cue, Ronya, is getting close to the camera. Everybody knows when I get close to the camera that means. That means relationship. That means that we're getting close, and we're getting closer. We're building that relationship with that person, because I personally have not seen anything in job search or most of life that is not able to a good relationship is able to go through any bottlenecks that we might have. So during this time when we job seekers are out there, we're building those relationships. Now I'm going to give my buddy Christina Torchia a plug. Christina's got a job, and she's still building those relationships even right now. And it's smart to do. So Christina, we're glad that you're with us. And so let me ask you this, Ronya. Have you guys, Ronya is the only Ronya that I know. You guys probably haven't seen that first name very much, but I love that. So, Ronya, where'd that name come from?
I am the eighth. I am of 10 actually, and I've asked my mom that, and she said she just don't know. She just found it. And after having a large family, and my mother wanted a large family.
Uh-huh.
She was only child. She wanted a large family. She didn't like it, so she just said, but actually, I used to ask her, and she just said, I just don't know. I just saw the name that I thought of, and that's where it comes from. I don't know any meaning behind it. I think I've Googled that name, and someone else may have it. That's a famous painter.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So
yeah,
but that's the only thing I could come up with. But I'm gonna tell you, this network it works. Foster's name and the network actually work. I mean, to come from different.
A lot of Foster first name. Yeah.
Yeah. To go to different industry to get into corporate like I did is pretty tough. It was through this network, and Foster, I can't thank you enough. And when the Jobfather tapped me on the shoulder, I got a Jobfather.
Oh wow, you guys hear that? So Jason Hopper's with us. There is Jason. Yeah, Jason. I know Dana is going to be with us momentarily. From the best information that I know, she's probably hung up with something at work, and because Dana's got a job. Well, I got a job too, but Dana's got a job. Dana's got that traditional job that we like to talk about all the time. And so that's what we're looking for you guys, is those traditional opportunities. There is a company creation being put together right now, guys. I'm going to give you a little heads up. There is going to be a company that is going to help many of us that feel like, I have spent my years in corporate America on the traditional side. I've always thought about having my own company, doing a specific thing. Maybe in your travels through corporate America, you have learned a skill or a trade, and you might want to open your own company and become the subject matter expert for companies to hire you for that particular skill set, that software, that methodology, whatever it may be. That company is coming up, and I will be guiding you guys to that company a little bit later on. You'll hear me talking quite a bit about this company. So, hey, Ronya, so in Informatica, do you have any positions local here in Dallas-Fort Worth right now that you're working on?
I have some. I personally have some remote positions. I don't have anything specifically where you have to go into the office in Dallas. We don't have an office in Dallas. The closest one here is in Austin. So I have a software engineer position in Austin. I have like 3 or 4 positions that are in the Toronto, Canada area that they all look for someone to be accessible in Toronto, Canada. One of the technical writer, the other one is a solutions architect, someone who have Informatica cloud services experience. They call it IICS, and Informatica Power Center experience. So those are my hot jobs. But again, I work with 14 other recruiters who have positions all across states. And I will be, and you guys who have to see a position, link up with me on LinkedIn, mention Foster Williams or the Jobfather, and I'll push your name in front of the recruiter for the position. We have no issues with that.
That's exactly where, guys, that is the crux of this network. That's how it happens. And I want to suggest that all you guys connect with Ronya. It is Ronya, as you can see in the chat. And of course, Patterson is his last name, Patterson. Oh man, I went through that like I've had a lot of experience doing that. So I am doubly excited because our co-host Dana is right there with us. And
finally working, yeah.
There is no Jobfather without Dana. And
hello, Jobfather Nation. How are you?
Dana, meet Ronya. He's sitting right next to you over there.
Hi, Ronya. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dana. How are you?
Good.
Oh, and also, if I can throw this plug in, I have connections. Not only, of course, I'm going to push Informatica first, but if you guys, y'all know oil and gas, I have big relationship with the oil and gas industry. So,
Michael is with us right now. Michael, did you hear that? Make sure and connect with Ronya Patterson, because he has relationships in the oil and gas industry. So I'm going to see. Hopefully, I'll see Michael in about an hour and a half from now. We have a meeting. A lot of you guys, if you are interested in getting into the healthcare industry, there is a massive networking lady named Judy Wardle. She spells her first name Jude, and her last name is Wardle. Believe me, if you are in healthcare, if you are interested in a healthcare company, you want to be linked with Jude, Wardle, and that's Judy Wardle. On Fridays at 1:00, we meet in Colleyville. We meet in person. We meet in Colleyville at let me see if I can remember. I always get crossed up when I try to think. So we meet at a grocery store. We meet at a Market Street, Dana, over in Colleyville. And there's an area upstairs right above the deli. They got a really good deli. They have really, really good sushi, and they got a full kitchen in there. And we meet upstairs. Nice. It's probably about 15. Sometimes there's 20 of us that meet up there, and we shake hands and kiss babies. And we're slowly getting back to the way we were before COVID hit us. We want to get together and build those. What's that, Dana? What's my word?
Relationships.
There. I got it. Okay, I got it. You see what I'm talking about, Ronya?
That's good. That's good.
And so, you guys, if you are not already connected, you and Dana, you make sure and do so. And Dana, you and I'll talk about Ronya a little bit later on, make his ears burn. But you guys make sure to do that. And guys, we meet every Friday at 1:00 at Market Street in Colleyville. It is right on Highway 26, which I believe is Colleyville Highway. And we meet upstairs above the deli, and we have lunch, and we talk, and we do the networking stuff that Ronya and I are talking about doing right now. And Michael will be up there. So I'll see Michael in a little bit, and Michael, I'll be talking with you a little bit more about Ronya, and I definitely want you to connect with him. And Ronya, I'll be talking with you about Michael as a geologist, and we are looking for the next opportunity for Michael. So we are in good shape. Wow, I know that lady that just joined us there. we're going to be talking to her on the second part of the show. And she is going to be our Job Seeker Spotlight. That is my buddy Lynn down there. So, Ronya, while we still have you, I want to ask you, what is it that excited you? And I think we kind of covered this earlier, but this question always stays in my head. Now that you've been at Informatica, you've been there. You've been there a little while now. You've been there. You're approaching 2 years now, right?
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah. What about their procedures and their hiring and things is it that you're excited about? What is what is it that you like about the way they do business there at Informatica?
The services that true services that are provided, and our CEO Ahmed, he is just amazing on calls.
Really?
And it's really impressive. One of the CEOs, if he said, he really mean it. And his thing is he wants his employees happy. He stressed heavily home life, work life balance. Heavily.
Really?
And yes, he big on work life balance. When the pandemic hit, right when I was joining, the pandemic hit, he told everybody, if I get in and the manager forcing someone to come to us, they're going to have a personal meeting with me, because they're. I mean, I was like, whoa. And nothing against IBM, but the way he brought it and the way the management I've worked with, it's amazing. And I had to kind of loosen up a bit, false, stringent, corporate, stringent,
I
IBM.
know, yeah.
And they have told, look, you're not at IBM, you can relax. If you need to go to the grocery store, get up and go to the grocery store. And I was like, are you really saying this to me? So that's one of the things that definitely attracted me here. I had to kind of loosen up. I still not quite loose. They have to remind me. Like, he made me take off a couple of days during Labor Day. He just forced me. Look, you will take off this day and that day. Because I'm always here.
Awesome.
And
that's rarely even thought of. And we're not knocking IBM. I had a good time at IBM. Actually, I had I had 1, 2, 3 offices locally here at IBM. I was traveling around doing my little thing everywhere and putting together companies, and I had fun at IBM. But anyway, that's what got me started in recruiting. Ronya, I didn't even know what recruiting was. I thought that recruiting was when you had to go to the Army and you talk to that man. And I learned, because IBM called me, I learned that there was such a thing as a corporate recruiter. And I had no earthly idea what that was. But you, Ronya, have been was that ever the thing for you? So some of you guys, Ronya, if you're just joining us, Ronya was a school teacher, and he came to one of the networking meetings, guys, and he met a lady in the parking lot. I introduced him. We had a good time, and the lady, hey, Chelsea Rivera. You see how I get distracted? Well, and Ronya hadn't even at that point. You had no experience with being a recruiter at all, did you?
I had zero experience. School teacher. Zero experience.
So, guys, you hear where I'm about to go. Get out and meet people, and as you build those relationships, hey, things will happen that you never even thought about. If somebody were to tell you, if I were to tell you that a situation like Ronya even happened, you guys would probably hit me in the nose. Well, maybe you wouldn't, but Ronya just said that one magic thing that happens when you get out amongst people. So, Dana, are we doing okay?
Yep, we are sure doing fine.
Good. I just want to check in. And we've got Chelsea Rivera that's joined us. We've got a number of people. We've got Christina Matthews with us. We've got, Christina Torchia. I said Matthews, didn't I? I'm sorry, Christina. We got Rex. We got Jason Hopper. Oh, my goodness, folks. And Joel Fry, hello. It was good to hear from you yesterday. So Joel's with us as well. And Ronya, what would you say is the best way to get in contact with you?
The best way to get in contact with me is through my email address, and I think Maz will in the chat. So I guess I should have given my email if you position. So let me and May is my work email. So either email or if you don't mind, if you can't get me, you want to reach out to Foster. If the Jobfather show, I have this job.
Oh man, I'm getting pumped up today. Yay.
Yep. Hey team, we're getting close to the 30-minute mark.
Absolutely.
We're about to hear music, and then on the second half, we'll come in with prayer. But before we wrap up the first half of this show with our phenomenal guest, Ronya, please go to LinkedIn and like Joco Radio. Help us to help the community. See you in 10.
Hey, travelers.
All right, Foster, I got to jump off with my point.
Pick up the phone and call. That's right. Call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleveland, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family-owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Welcome back, Jobfather Nation. We are on the second part of this exciting show. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 24/7 on the TuneIn Radio Network. Just tune into tuneinjoco.com. You can find all the ways to listen and watch. You can go to your iOS store or your Android store and upload the TuneIn Joco Radio app. It's also a smart idea to go onto LinkedIn. Please like us on LinkedIn, Joco Community Radio. That will allow the Jobfather to continue to reach the network and help individuals that are in the job or career transition space. We are so excited and honored to be here to support this important community. Please know that this episode and more is brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep, our own Nona Reed, at 844-TEX-HAIL. That's 844-839-4245. And be sure to dress your arms and more at thetiffy.com, TheTiffie, thetiffy.com. Now, we are excited to be back, and thank you, everybody, for joining Jobfather Nation. Before we go any further, and I have Foster introduce our guest of the second half of the show, let's bow our heads and pray real quick. Heavenly Father, we are so honored to be here. Thank you for our guests, for the opportunity to serve you. Bless and open doors of opportunity, Lord, for those in a career transition. In your name we pray, Jesus. Amen. Well, Foster, I know we have a great second half. Tell us a little bit more.
We got to meet the double L. My
Double L.
Double L.
I like that.
Lynn Langenber, guys, and I want to tell you why.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, Lynn's going to explain to us a little bit more about what I'm about to say. She's a global procurement and strategic sourcing executive, and you know what? Glenn is Big Blue. We know we're Texas OU weekend, but Big Blue is University of Michigan, guys, and we have Maze and Blue probably listening to us right now. So you guys chime in.
Blue.
Go Blue. That's what I'm talking about.
Blue.
And it's funny because Lynn, when I was married to my ex-wife, they were Ohio State folks, and I wore a big Michigan jacket.
Oh no!
I wore a big Michigan jacket. Yeah. At Christmas, and I almost got thrown. I almost was dislocated from the family.
I bet you were.
That is so funny.
That's some serious stuff up there. So, Lynn, what is a global strategic sourcing executive?
So, a global strategic sourcing executive is someone who creates, leads, and transforms procurement organizations.
Okay. So, Lynn, you have been, and guys, when I say that Lynn is a global, that carries weight with us recruiters, right, Dana?
It does.
And she is a global procurement executive. So when I threw that executive at you guys, you know that she didn't just wake up and she didn't just graduate from Big Blue, and she has quite an experience in what she does in the procurement industry. And Lynn, tell us a little bit about you, some of the things that you want to share with us that you have done, and why we should hire you into a leadership position at our company, and just lay it on us. Tell us what you
lay it on us, Lynn.
Lay it on us. You can tell, Lynn, I was telling you we have fun on this show.
Be happy. All right, so I'll give you a little bit of background first. So as y'all mentioned, I am a global procurement executive. I have 18 years of experience in this field and have had a very purpose-driven career. So I've worked in a variety of industries. So information technology, go Informatica. I know he left already. Information technology, retail, healthcare, manufacturing, and energy. So the interesting thing about procurement is that your skill set, it's so diverse and so agile that you can transfer across industries. So in industry, I have had the phenomenal opportunity to build procurement organizations from the ground up. So literally walked into a mid-market company and they did not have procurement.
Wow.
Yes, did not have procurement. And so when I say build a procurement organization, it means a couple things. It means I had to go in and develop a vision and a strategy. I had to develop the organizational model. So how did I want to staff it? With procurement, strategic sourcing frameworks are very, very important. So I had to figure out what the organization needed from that perspective. How do we procure? What tools do we use? Processes, policies, etc. Lastly, what's becoming very important, as you know, in the age of digital transformation, is the technology that's used within the company to procure. Technology, sometimes it's very outdated or you don't have any. So you want something that's going to help streamline that whole entire process. So that's my industry history, but consulting was quite fun. I did almost 3 years at EY, so Big Four consulting. And that's where I really grew exponentially just from a functional perspective. So went in and did global procurement transformations with companies ranging in size from 100 million to 11 billion. So very fascinating, very exciting. I truly have the ability to walk into just about any organization and understand where it falls on the maturity spectrum.
Wow, that is quite a career path that you have had, Lynn. And I'm hearing, as being a recruiter, as you were sharing that, I'm thinking, ooh, full life cycle. So if I need a whole department built, guess
Yep.
who I can guess who I can call to talk about what it is that we do, what direction we want to go in, and even executive leadership styles and things like that. Speaking of that, what kind of executive leadership style do you like, Lynn?
Do I like, or do I just, or do I,
Do you give? Do you like
do I
and
give?
give? Because if you like it,
Okay.
you're gonna perform that probably.
So I can tell you a little bit about my leadership style. And I have done this throughout my entire career. I
Uh-huh.
will focus on three key things. So it's connecting, it's empowering, and it's rewarding. And I'll explain each of those. So from a connecting perspective, I really want to understand, what my team wants to do. What are their goals and objectives from a professional perspective? Because my role as a leader is to help them accomplish those goals. Okay. I should be their biggest advocate. And then on the personal side, I like to build relationships. I'm very people
Ah,
oriented, extroverted, and that is important to me to get to know you as a person. Okay. We spend a lot of time together at work, and it's important to just enjoy each other while you're there.
right.
So, in regards to empowering, I encourage people to take risks, to make decisions, to step out of their comfort zone,
Hmm.
and to bring ideas to me. So I have an open door policy all the time. And I encourage, if you fail, let's fail fast.
Fail
Let's
together.
learn. Yeah, fail together. And let's learn from it and pick ourselves up and keep moving. Don't let it stop us. And then lastly, just rewarding. I can't tell you how much I appreciate just a simple thank you for a job, for hard work. So it's very important to me to give that as well. So I like to reward and tell people they've done a good job because they deserve it. And I make a purposeful effort to do that. Also, you really have to consider your team and what can you do to grow your team and help build trust and relationships within the team.
Uh-huh.
So I am a big proponent on making sure there is a team building plan or strategy. When are your team lunches? When are the team building events? What little things can you get to reward people, whether it's a Starbucks gift card, or an evening out, so to speak. You have to do those things within the boundaries of the company and what they allow you to do, of course. But those three things are just key. So connecting, empowering, and rewarding.
I like those three things because that's all people.
Yep.
I am a people focused person. Dana is a people focused person. So
Yeah.
if I'm going to work at this company, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But what are the things that would encourage me to do some things that I will see in my job? It might be something that wasn't done previously. Is my boss going to be okay with that? Well, you know what? If your boss is Lynn Langenberg, the double L, hey, you're going to be okay to go in their office and say, Lynn, I saw this. We've never done this before. I don't, I talked to some people, whatever it is, but I want to do this. I want to get your okay to do it. Or you might be going into Lynn's office to apologize for what you've already done.
Could be. Yes.
Yeah. So Lynn, when you think about, moving forward and you think about opportunities, what is your focus? What is your target, both in terms of titles and industries that you're looking for, the types of jobs identified by similar titles and the types of industries you're open to?
Great question. So I am definitely seeking an executive level position.
Okay.
So in procurement, those titles could be anywhere from director, senior director, VP, or even CPO. It just depends on the organization itself.
Okay.
Honestly, Dana, I am industry agnostic, but I do have a little bit of a preference for technology because I have a very strong background in it. But as you can see, my skills transfer across a variety of industries.
Yes.
It has to be a role that I'm very, very interested in, and then I can make an impact, right?
Absolutely. I
Absolutely.
see our buddy Joelle Fry she is easily one of the top networkers and easily one of the top friends of the network for me and Dana.
Oh yeah.
And Joelle's with us, guys. And Joelle
Hey,
says
Joelle.
in the tech industry, we have to be able to communicate up and down the supply chain. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So true.
what she really enjoys, and her style is, I've heard her talk about her style being very similar to what you just shared with us, Lynn. And that's good to hear, because you are the lady that you companies need to talk to when you need to set up a program, when you need to set up what works for you. Lynn, guys, has the Jobfather seal of approval. Oh boy.
Thank
And
you.
she is the
That's
person that you guys
important.
want. You guys, when you're developing something, you're developing a department, whatever it is, you need to talk to Lynn, talk about how we can do this. What do you want to do? Share all that stuff with Lynn, and Lynn will tell you how you can get it done. And Lynn probably already has a network of some folks that she probably wants to reach out to get involved in that process. So
Yes.
that is what I did at Verizon. And thank you, Gary, for hiring me. And
Yeah.
you know that management style, I can deal with all day long. I can deal with that, because whatever I did, I knew I could go into Kathy's office or Gary's office and say, hey, guess what I just did? Oh no.
Oh no, what did I do? Is it
And
good or bad?
Kathy would say, Foster, that's what I hired you for, dadgummit.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in there and do that. So awesome, Lynn. Now, Lynn, you were with E&Y, you said, right?
I was correct.
Yeah. So you got Big Four experience. You guys hear that? Companies, you guys hear that? Y'all love Big Four experience.
Absolutely.
I am going to date myself, Dana. I remember when it was Big Eight.
You should quit dating yourself. That's how you stay lonely.
I do. Awesome.
No, I'm totally kidding.
Lynn, I told you we're crazy on this show.
That's awesome.
Sure.
And
Love
I
it.
don't, the double L just came to me. I don't think I've ever called her the double L.
No,
Double
you haven't.
L.
You haven't.
So,
Nope.
guys, Lynn, guys, and I work out at the same gym. I'll see her in there, and oh my God, there she is over there. And away Foster goes over to socialize, and Lynn's like, okay, Foster, I got to work out. See ya. But I'm kidding. But Lynn, tell us a little about some of the things that you do off court, when you're on your off time. Tell us about Lynn. What Lynn like to do?
All right. Well, you alluded to it just a little bit here. So I'm somewhat of an exercise fanatic or a nut. I do it for a couple of reasons. One, to stay healthy, but it is just a huge stress reliever for me. So I can go in, and that 1 hour is just my time. Put my headsets on, and I just focus on me for just 1 hour. 1 hour. In addition to that, I am a skier, and
I didn't know that.
Yes, I am. Yes, I like the blues, but not the blacks. So I'm a little conservative there. And then big fan of water and being on the lake or an ocean, anything close to water. I find that's my happy place.
Now that I can understand, because I'm a water. That's the reason why I went to California to go to school when I first started, when I left Baylor. Yay, Sick'em Bears. And that water thing, I can totally understand. You got an ocean, which is a little different from the lakes and the things that we do around here, but I like them both.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I understand.
So we're going to say double L. Are
Double
you
L.
open to relocation, or are you looking to stay here within the Dallas-Fort Worth
Good question.
metroplex?
That is a great question. My preference is definitely to stay in the area.
Yep.
So
I
I
mean,
can work
Texas
remote.
is a great place.
Yes, absolutely. So I can do remote, hybrid, whatever it takes. I don't mind traveling. Pretty flexible.
That is wonderful.
And your building nature of what you do obviously opens you up for consulting as well, guys. I'd like to say that you might want to talk to Lynn about consulting and building something that you need. I
Absolutely.
totally into. I'm not just saying that because I've known Lynn forever. There's a reason why I'm saying this, guys. I've been a recruiter for longer than I want to tell you guys, and there are a lot of things that I hear when I see Lynn operate within the network, within our groups of people. How does Lynn? How does she communicate with people?
Yeah.
What's the look on her face? What does she project? Those are the kind of things that either get past the job father or don't get past the job father. And Lynn is number one because Lynn's on this show. We don't bring people on this show that think he can get it done. Come on, son. You like that? Jason Hopper, you like that? Come on, son. And so, Lynn, we are really, really glad to have you on here with us today. So,
Well,
Lynn,
thank you.
what was that company that you were longest at? I think I asked you that previous. What was that company that you spent quite a few years at?
Health management systems.
Yeah, that's right.
It's recent. Yeah.
That's right. So you guys hear that? Big Four. You guys can consider her. You health management companies can consider talking to Lynn about that. Lynn, okay, a while ago when you were talking, there was a company that popped into my head. I want you to check out YPO. Are you familiar with Young Presidents Organization?
I am.
Yeah. One of my best buddies was CHRO over at YPO for probably 4 or 5 years. And she is retired now. I'm not saying you're old, Melissa, but she's probably listening out there. I'm probably going to get in trouble. But if you see anything of interest or would like to talk about YPO, Melissa will be our Huckleberry. You guys remember that movie?
Huckleberry.
Absolutely. And Mez shared Lynn's email address with us. So you guys, Lynn, tell us, what is the best way to connect with you? I know LinkedIn's going to be one.
Yeah, LinkedIn is one. I mean, all forms, really, Foster. Text, I don't have a problem throwing out my phone number. So any one of those, because I'm pretty connected. So I check them all the time.
Yes, you are. You are very connected. You people that are driving around in cars and listening, make sure that you connect with Lynn. Tell Lynn, I saw you. I heard you on the Jobfather Job Networking Show. And Lynn will connect with you. But here's the deal. If you guys feel a need to connect with Lynn, Lynn will connect with you. But number 2 on that relationship end, you guys reach out. You might see something that Lynn posted. You might have a question about something that Lynn posted on LinkedIn. You might want to ask her a question about a specific, especially you companies. You might want to ask her a specific question about something that you're trying to get through right now. And there, Mez just posted it again. Lynn Langenberg, 17. She's a little bit older than 17, but Lynn Langenberg.
Now, Foster.
I was like, whoa.
Next time I see her, she's going to knock me out next time I see her at the gym.
Yeah. We never reveal women's ages, only men's. That is a golden rule. Never bring up women's ages.
I didn't say nothing. I just said she's older than 17. I mean, I did coin her as an executive, didn't I? And that's exactly what she is. Not only is she an executive, but companies, she is a global executive. There are a number of you companies that are going global. Lynn, Dana is I like to call her chief talent acquisition executive as well. She's with Korn Ferry, another one of my old companies, but she is with Galderma. And given some of your healthcare background, maybe there might be something at Galderma that might be interested. So, later on, you guys might want to chit chat.
Okay.
Just saying, I'm being the job father. I can't help it.
Yeah. Well, I see we already have a connection in our chat as well. Apple is hiring. And Joelle Fry said, hey, have Lynn connect with me. And I love this, even just in the midst of us being on the show. In our smaller network in our smaller network in the chat, we have a greater network watching, and then some of the network is in the chat. We've already got some connections going on, and this is why it's so important and why we bring in wonderful, qualified, in-demand guests such as Lynn, so that we can help connect quality companies with quality individuals. That is what is
Absolutely.
important when you get the gold stamp of approval. That is what that means. It's all about quality and meaningful relationships. That's right. I see you. I see all of you.
See, I got
some Botox.
I got close. Yeah, I might. Yeah, no, I'm okay. Black don't crack. So okay. So guys, so Lynn, guess what? I want to ask you a question that will be something that I want job seekers to hear. So
Okay.
you are in job search right now. What are you finding? What are you doing that you think is adding value, not just to your job search, but is helping you build relationships with others that can possibly help you with the information and the people that they know?
So what am I specifically doing?
Yeah. What have you observed that's worked for you?
It's all about relationships, Foster. Honestly, it really is. It's about relationships, and honestly, it's about helping others. You're not going out there to get; you're going out there to give.
Cool.
I like that.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
So I've got a shirt because of South Lake Focus Group. I've got a shirt that says hope. You know, in the network, our motto is hope, and that stands for help one person every day. Now,
I love it.
On my other radio show, Mark, my buddy Mark Elder says help other people every day. And I love it. But each one of those ways of looking at hope is exactly what Lynn just said.
It is.
I love
It really is. It's the
Mhm.
right heart,
And-
right attitude, and right leader for your company. You would be amiss if you did not reach out to Lynn. And Lynn's LinkedIn address and email address are in our chat.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And you know what, guys? I did hear Lynn. Lynn doesn't know that I heard her say this, but Lynn, in one of our groups, in one of our senior executive groups, Lynn said, hey, guys, job search is not about us. You know, it's about the companies. It's about what we can do for the companies. It is about us. But when we're talking to a company, when we're interviewing with a company, aren't we talking to them about some pain that they have? We're not talking about a pain that Lynn has,
Right.
according to the relationship. But mostly, we're talking about the company needs, guys.
Yeah.
That's what
Agreed.
we are there for.
And how can we, how can job seekers or individuals that are career transitioning, rule number one of sales, how can you solve a problem? Right?
Right.
What problem is the business having? Why are they hiring? And how can you solve it?
Yes.
Joel says you have to be able to show how you will solve their problems. That's exactly what we're talking about, because we all know that there are a couple, not too many, but there are a couple of problems in corporate America in the way that they run these big corporations. I'm trying to be facetious.
It's true though. Sometimes, but you have great individuals like Lynn come in and from a high level make an impact that does trickle down throughout the organization and make a difference. And there has been a number of shifts due to the economy, due to COVID, due to the shifting of working remote. It has opened up most everybody's roles to more of a global sense, right? We can work anywhere and be global now. We can work anywhere and work for a company now. Not all companies, but. And Lynn, that would also open up things for you as long as you don't have to relocate. Just think of how many other companies that you would be able to impact, even if they're not located in DFW.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now Lynn, what outside of the United States, what have you experienced with, and what did you like about him?
Outside of the United States, just from a travel perspective. So
in your global activities in what you do.
Well, what I like about when you engage globally is you're constantly learning because there's different rules of the game. right? So it keeps you on a constant learning curve, which is very important to me as a leader to grow, to continue to grow and develop.
Lynn,
Man,
I'm
shame
sorry
on
to cut
me.
you off, but we have our music. So we've got our music playing. We're about to head out, but we want to thank you for joining us this week on the Jobfather, Lynn. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hire
Really appreciate
Lynn
it.
right there, right next to me. Hire Lynn.